Hi everyone. Just wanted to hop on here and talk about another subject that I'm really passionate about. Um, it's actually kind of late and I couldn't fall asleep. Sometimes I just have trouble falling asleep, and I just hope that I can tell information that you guys might find helpful. Um, Therapy, I think, is really useful and it's something everyone should at least try. I think it comes really naturally and it helps when you talk to a professional. Some friends are better at listening than others. So if you don't have that one friend who's a good therapist or who can listen to you without judging, then I think it might be worth it to try therapy. And not everyone needs it, but it's definitely really cool to try sometimes, right? I think keeping an open mind is really important, and trying to process what you're going through and self-development and self-help is always good for you. um Obviously, I still have a lot to work on, which is why I'm personally in therapy. I've actually been to therapy quite a long time, and there are some tips that I think would be really helpful. A lot of my friends say "Oh, I think I need to go to therapy," or it would help for me to process something like my dependency issues, or my issues with body image. But I think it's really hard for people to take that first step, and there's a lot of steps involved in getting therapy. When you get therapy, you may feel like it's getting worse before it gets better. It's kind of like a cut. You have to clean it and have it sting a little before it heals completely. And I think mental wounds are similar to physical wounds, right? They hurt, and sometimes they take healing, and sometimes they can be disabling, but it's worth it to get it healed and get professional help, especially if it's a major trauma, right? So the first step is, I think, financial issues are the biggest thing. There are definitely some sites out there, and I've been on some sites. I do not recommend Reddit if you're trying to get therapy. It's kind of toxic online. Um, there's this website called 7 Cups of Tea that provides free chatting services, and it's run by volunteers. I've volunteered there, I've talked to people there. It's a hit or miss, but it's free, so if you are financially able, I do think it's a good idea. Sometimes it is more costly. Insurance should cover it, but may not. I've had really bad things on from Kaiser. Anthem Blue Cross is pretty good. Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you go to university, some of the university insurances do really well. And yeah, I think getting an insurance is really important, and investing in your mental health is also important. if you don't pay through therapy, you're gonna pay through other ways, right? Like, you're gonna pay through not being able to go to work and like having like mental breakdowns and like emotional pain. I think it's worth it to invest some money. Sometimes it could be free, but I've usually seen a copay of like $5 to anywhere from $100. I don't know if it's worth it after like 100, especially if you're not making that much. But if it's less than 25, I would say it's not bad. I would do it. Some things that I would do if you're going to the first time is there are some things that will happen. They're going to intake you. So if you get intaked, basically they just take down your information. Like you sign a bunch of stuff. If you end up being a harm to yourself, they will have to get you help. They will have you sign some forms with some basic information, see if you're depressed. They usually ask you, so why are you here? Some background questions. Every therapist does it differently, but generally speaking, they will respect your privacy. If you see them in public, they won't say hi to you unless you say hi to them first. I also think you should be ready to figure out what you want to work on. Usually there's a reason, but learning more about yourself and your emotions can be a really good thing. I'm actually looking forward to a therapy session on Thursday, so hopefully by the time this video comes up, I will have had my therapy session. I have not had it for a while. I've actually been to therapy for quite some time. I can make another video about all the things I've learned and like teach you guys about what I've learned, because I think I'm very passionate about teaching too. Also, sorry, my hair probably looks weird. As always, I hope my experiences and my information can be of help to you guys. If you guys can learn from my experiences and not have to go through it yourself, I'll be really happy. I just hope that someone can find this and someone can find this helpful. And I really encourage everyone to work on themselves and not be afraid to get the help you need. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep now or make another video or shower. Hope you guys have a good night.